Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm Nicole. Welcome to my Friday paper crafting live. It's so good to see you guys here today. We are celebrating the Pink and Main January release, and I want to let you guys know that Pink and Main did send me the products to use in today's video, and some of the links in the description may be affiliate links that you can use at no extra cost to you. And as always, the opinions are my own, so I'm so excited about these springtime products. I don't know about you guys, but I am loving all of the spring colors, products, all of that good stuff. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you guys love the Friday Lives. I do too. I feel like it's just the perfect way to end the week. Finally able to catch a live. Yay, Kathy. I'm so glad. Looks like several people maybe want some snow. Wisconsin has some snow. No snow here. It's super blustery. I saw somebody else say up in the Kansas City area, which is not too far from me, it was windy. It's windy here too. I took the boys for a walk early before it got windy. I usually go at that time anyway, but I made sure that I wasn't out walking in the wind. Snowy in Michigan. Hello from Ireland, Blonde Cards and Crafts. So good. First time attending a live. Awesome, Phyllis. I'm so glad. Yeah, therapy for us. It's therapy for all of us, isn't it? Love Pink and Main. I love that. So just a little note before we talk or dive in, I should say, to what we're going to be making today. I do want to let you guys know that there is an Instagram hop going on, so you definitely want to check that out, as there are prizes along the hop. Super fun. So I have a completely different card. This is not what we're making today, but I do want to share that this also is part of the Pink and Main release. I do have a link to all the products I used for this card down in the description if you are interested and want to know exactly what I used. This bunny trio is the cutest. I added inking and shading, a few of my favorite previously released Pink and Main product. So fun. Those bunnies are the cutest thing ever. I just can't get over them. And one of the things that I particularly love is Pink and Main's pieces are not super teeny tiny. So they are going to make a huge impact on your card. And look at those little bunny faces. I just think they are adorable. Christy says your attire is perfect for Pink and Main. I'm going to tell you, Christy, it wasn't on accident. I definitely planned it. I do have a Patreon live tomorrow for those in my paper crafting tiers that get a monthly live. And I'll tell you right now, I matched to that too. I already have it all ready to go. That's so funny. Cold in Central Florida, Orlando area at 52. That is a little chilly for Orlando. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to flip my camera. I'm going to show you guys what I used for that card because I didn't film a video for that one. I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to talk about all the things we're using today and the awesome interactive pop-up cards that we are going to be creating. And don't be scared, because the really intense interactive cards are just not my jam right now. Not at this phase in my life. And so I am loving a simpler interactive design. Let's see. Watching while daughter's getting her nails done. Oh, that's awesome, Tracy. I love it. Okay. So here is my bunny trio card. I probably am going to need to zoom out just a little tad. For this card, some previous release product that I used, I of course used my favorite quilted embossing folder from Pink and Main. This one and the typewriter one are my two favorites. I can't quit using them. And I used that for that background back behind the bunnies. And then this is the bunny trio set. And what I love, see this big outline here? So you just layer all the other pieces on. There's no guesswork in how this goes together. So here is the back of the package. It shows you exactly how all of that works. So stinking easy. Gotta love that. Also, previous release. The Bunny Trio is not previous release. That's new. This leafy set, I lied. That's for today. I used the Ladybug and the Jar with Lids labels. Now, what I pulled from here, I pulled the heart on this egg here, and then I pulled Greenery from both of these sets because I wanted to add extra greenery around my Easter eggs. I felt like that just, I don't know, softened it a little bit. It's a little extra, but I always like being a little extra. If you guys have been here before, you know that. And then from today's release, we are using, or we used on this, I used the Coloring Eggs stamp set for my sentiment. And I also used a set we're using today, which is called the Bunny in the Basket, which has all of these great little flowers. And I thought these flowers can be used for everything. So definitely think about them beyond just the cards we're making today or the card I'm sharing here. So all the little flowers are from that set. Okay, so that's it about the Instagram hop. Heading to my craft room, so I'll be watching on the TV. Sounds good, Michelle. Enjoy your crafting while you get to watch. I love the base layer too, Christy. For me, that is, I mean, it was so easy. You pop it down, you layer on the pieces. It went together so easy. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to be creating some interactive cards, and I couldn't decide on just one, so we're going to make two versions. They're just going to have different layers inside. And the first one, or not the first one, the base of both of these, I want to say, still haven't used the ladybugs. Christy, get on that, girl. You will love it. So the base for both of our cards is going to be this wonderful set here, and it's called the Easter Basket Pop-Up. And on the back, what I love, there's no guesswork here either. It tells you exactly how this goes together. This is the basket back piece. These are the front pieces, a layering piece. These are the layers that go inside, and then everything else is just layers or things. If you want to add, you can. You don't have to if you don't want to. Hi, Robin. I'm so glad you get to catch live too. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that. The bunnies in the basket is adorable. Yes, I agree, Tamara. So this is what we're going to build both of our cards from. Now, you can get just this, and you can build an absolutely adorable card. Nothing else is needed. What I love is that there's add-ons, so you can really play with it, build it however you want to. So the first, I don't know if this will be the first card we make or the second card, but one of our cards today is going to feature this set, which obviously is all of those gorgeous florals I just showed you, and a little bunny peeking out. And it goes together super easy as well. On the back, it again shows you that these are the layers. Here's our bunny layers. And then all of those great florals that I think are really versatile, can be used all the time. Yes, 2 cards today. I couldn't decide. I just really couldn't decide. Tanya says she bought the Pink and Main Spring postage stamp and die set. Oh, Tanya, that is so cute. That's a great one. Okay, so we're going to be using that. Oh, yeah. This is a previously released set. I have it in here because I was looking for something with a tag big enough for the sentiment, and I am going to use the tag from the Berry pop-up card, which is a really fun card that we made last year. Okay, the second card is going to feature my favorite product from the release, I think. I don't know. There's a lot in contention here. But I am partial to these little bunny bums sticking out of a basket. I think they're hilarious. And so I am going to do that. Oh my gosh, Christy, thank you for the super chat for Princess Extra. Thank you. You know me, friend. We're going to put the little bunny bum in our basket. So in this one, here again, it shows you all of the layers. You get the great egg details. And another thing, these eggs could be used in so many different ways. Maybe you make an all-over die-cut layered egg background. Just take away all of the pop-up altogether. You could do an Easter egg background with a sentiment, and it would be adorable. So there's a lot of different ways to use this. You don't have to use any of these for pop-up cards. Yes, you could do a flat light card with grass and have the little bunny pop, you know, not popping out of it, but looking like he's fallen over into something, into the grass or whatever. There are a lot of ways to use this beyond a pop-up card. I just really wanted to showcase that today. Beth says, new to card making. This month I've been ordering supplies. Yay! So excited to get started. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Love rabbit, Sissy Sue says. Still haven't used the strawberries. Christy, I feel like we're hearing a lot of I still haven't. Girl, get your supplies out while we're working here and make something. So we are going to do this one as well. So these are the 3 sets we're going to feature, and then I am going to use greetings from this set again. I really love this set, plus it has a beautiful image that you could stamp in color or watercolor. I think it would be absolutely beautiful. So let's move this over to the side for now. Oh, and I moved this out of the way, didn't I? So just like with my Bunny Trio card, I felt like this design was going to need extra greenery. I pulled out this set. I use it all the time. This is one of my most used Pink and Main sets. It's called the Leafy set, and so we're going to utilize some of this as well. But any kind of greenery would work. It wouldn't have to be this one. Thank you, Suzanne, for the super chat. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you. My grandsons would love the bunny butt, right, Tamara? I agree. I think little boys, I mean, little girls too, but I could see that that would be especially appealing. As the mother of 2 big boys now, but were little at one time, they still would think that was funny. So that's that. I need to do more Easter crafting, Monica said. Also, I do want to say, so maybe you don't want an Easter card. These would all make great springtime cards. I think this would also be the cutest like little May Day basket. I know that seems like so far away, but can you believe we're midway through January already? I can't. All right, I have die cut my pieces. We're going to start with the little bunny bum card, I think. I'm going to move these others out of the way. And we're going to start with our card base first. So I'm just going to kind of pull out this stuff. There we go. So we can kind of talk about this and get this all planned. Let's see. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this. This is the back piece. I'm going to get that set because I do think, especially when you have never used something before, it's helpful to kind of look at this. Plus, if you keep your packaging, you can revert or refer back to this all the time. So what you're going to do is fold on the score lines forward and the glue flaps to the front of the basket piece, if that makes sense. So the front of the basket piece is this piece here. So that means on our score lines, we're going to be folding it. I guess if we want to be technical, we'd go this way, wouldn't we? Yes, so the nice pieces on the sides. I say nice, you guys know what I mean. When you die cut, sometimes the inside doesn't feel as nice. Beth, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, I'm so glad you love it. So when you fold it up like this, these 2 tabs are going to be what the front of our basket goes on. See how it's going to kind of look like this? So before we get here, we do want to add our inner tabs. And how I generally like to do those is I like to kind of fold them like this and kind of look at it. See how those are going to fit on the sides there? And then we do have this one too with the little That's going to be the base for the bunny. So it's going to all kind of pop up like this. And then, of course, we have the great layering pieces for the front. When I am crafting, I like to lay it out before I start adhering. I find that that is the safest for me. I can't believe it's Friday, Suzanne said. I can't either. Let me get some double-sided tape. I think I forgot to get it. No. Out. No, Odin. Out. I have a puppy being bad, and it's not the one you would think. It's not Frank. It's Odin. Okay, so what we're going to do first, I'm going to take the layer that's going to go in the back. And on these little tabs, this is where I really like to utilize a good double-sided adhesive. You can use liquid adhesive or a tape runner if you'd like to. Out. My dog knows that mommy is busy and he's being really naughty. I'm so sorry. So now, okay, hold on everyone. He's being really naughty. I'm going to mute it for a minute. Nothing like crafting live and having a toddler misbehaving. Okay, he was getting into something that was on the floor, and he likes to tear things up. Okay, so I'm going to pull the adhesive off of this, and what I like to do is I am going to simply so I'm only going to adhere on one side for now. We're just going to take this, line it up with the side, and I'm just going to do just like that. Typical kids always looking for attention, isn't it true? Whether they're fur children or real children. Odin is being so naughty. So I have a little pile of like twine that I still need to put away in a drawer. I haven't figured out where I want to put it. For some reason, he likes to pick it up, chew it all up, and unroll it. I mean, he's ruined 2 rolls, and I picked up most of them, but he found another one. So naughty. So naughty. Okay, I'm going to leave the tabs on this side for now. Let's go ahead and do this one. I should mention, I decided to do a non-traditional color basket, I guess. I wanted a little more color in my basket today rather than neutral. Just like kids, as soon as you get on the phone, Kathleen 100%. Oh my goodness, Marcy, 2 more weeks and she retires from 40 years as a child care provider. She says she's going to craft all day long. Marcy, first of all, early congratulations. That's so exciting. And yes, you deserve crafting all day long. Okay, I've also pulled my adhesive back off, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and a little bit in front of the other one, line up my side. And we're going to make sure we do adhesive here like this, because I'm going to show you my favorite hack for getting these lined up perfectly. If you've seen me do any platform pop-ups or anything like this, you've probably seen this before. So here's where we're at. Let's take a little pause. Here's our basket. We've only attached one side. To make sure we get it lined up exactly right, I like to attach it one side only, and then I'm folding it towards, kind of out towards that side. So that side is folded out flat, if that makes sense. And I'm going to make sure that along this bottom edge here, that they are super straight. In fact, I'm just going to use a magnet to help hold those down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take something sharp like this piercing tool, and I'm going to remove the backing paper from my other two tabs. Like that. Try to keep my fingers out of the adhesive as best I can. Then we're going to take this side and we're just going to fold it over. And you do want to make sure that those are lined up. There you go. Press it nice and hard. And I'm going to do this one more time when we put the other basket together. And when you pop it up like this, it should be perfectly even. That is the best way to put these together. So same thing is going to go for the front of our basket here. On both of these tabs, we're going to put our adhesive. That light blue paper is so pretty. Did you say what color? Christy, I didn't. Thank you for reminding me. It is called Windy, and it is from Spellbinders. Also, speaking of Spellbinders, next Thursday on the Spellbinders YouTube channel, come join me and Yana and Kim and Josie. We are doing the club along. I am going to be crafting live for you guys, and I would love, love, love for you to join. I believe it's 1 p.m. Pacific time, so 3 Central, if I have my time zones correct. And I would love, love, love for you to come hang out. I'm going to be using components from the December club. Yana will be doing the January club. And I cannot wait. All lovey-dovey. I have to figure out my attire to match the theme. Can't wait to see you at the club along, Donna said. Thank you. Okay, so I have it folded flat. See how it's folded? We are just going to peel these off and pop our front panel in place. Odin, you made a bad choice. That's why you're in timeout, dude. So I'm going to do this side first. I shouldn't have taken my adhesive off of that side. Well, that's okay. And then I'm simply going to fold this direction and fold that in like this. And I'm going to press nice and hard. And there we go. And I did do a darker color because I know you're wondering why I did that. Because the light piece on the front I thought was the same color, and I kind of like that little darker look back behind. Look how cute! I love this so much. Okay, now I want to show you something fun about these. I don't know where the color envelope went that I wanted to use, but what's awesome, this is going to fit in your standard A2 envelope. Look at that. So if you want to mail out one of these cards, it is so, so easy to do. It is absolutely adorable. The only thing I want to caution you about is if you start adding anything much higher than this back piece, then it's probably not going to fit in the envelope. But if you stay right within this framework right here, you should be golden, which I love. Okay, now I did die cut this because what I'm imagining, so I guess I should maybe talk through this a little bit more. Part of the reason I did my layering piece for this my back layering piece out of a darker color is I wanted this to look like the lining of my basket, which is just a little bit darker blue than the basket itself. Question. Yes, that is normal. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. So glad, Sophie. Okay, so I am going to work on my basket first. I was going to do a little inking, but maybe I won't. Yeah, we're going to. So just on this little top part first, I think, maybe the bottom, I'm going to take a little bit of this marine color ink. This seems similar to the pickup truck. Very similar, Valerie. Yes. Okay. And we're just going to add a tiny bit of shading. I decided not to add loads of shading to the base basket really, because I'm going to keep the emphasis on what's going in the basket. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. But here on the front, I do want to match what's the rest of the look of my card is going to be. Oh, nice, Christy. The color palette. Oh, I'm so glad, Anne-Marie, that you like the color palette. These blues are some of my favorite. If you remember my cards back in, what was it, October, November? The sleigh, and then also the candy cane card, and I did them in blues and whites and silvers. These are the blues. These are my favorite. I love these. Okay, I do think I talked myself into it. I'm going to do just a tiny bit of shading here on these layering pieces, and I purposely picked a very light color of ink. I don't want to completely change the color because I do love that windy color. I don't want to change that too much. All right, that's good. I don't want to go overboard, and I have a tendency to do that sometimes. Love the egg shapes and the flowers. I do too. Okay, I want to share really quick because I know I mentioned it last week and I do have this listed down below. I got this little, I think it's a makeup brush holder from Amazon, and I've been using it to keep all my little blending brushes in, and I absolutely love it so much. And it actually just sits next to me all the time, and it has been so handy. So I did list it down below. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and finish the front of the basket, and then we're going to work on the cute part. Hello, Larissa. I'm so glad so many of you love the color. I really went back and forth when I was prepping for the card what color I wanted to use, and I just couldn't. I was like, I don't want to use brown. I don't really want to use white. I want to have some sort of color, but I still want it to be something that when I add lots of other color with all of the cute eggs and greenery and all of that, I didn't want it to detract from it. You know what we should do so this goes on better? Fold it flat. Just like so. We're working with pink and Maine. And then we're going to glue this little, and I'm calling this, the darker color, the basket liner. So I just kind of imagine this as the basket liner. Now, I'm not doing this today, but I do think it would be very cute and fun. If you wanted to stamp this before you put it on your card, I think that would be great with a sentiment. For example, I looked, and may joy fill your heart this Easter fits. You could also do happy Easter somewhere, and then, or spring greetings for an excellent friend, all kinds of things. Oh my gosh, I knocked this off. Stay put. There we go. So really, really cute. Might need a nap after the live. It's so cold in Minnesota. Is there hearts that go with the basket? There isn't, but that would be very cute. I love that idea. This is the Easter release. But maybe we could get Michelle of Pink and Maine to design some hearts for next year. I think that would be amazing. Cheryl says, my childhood Easter basket was blue and white, and she still has it 60 years later. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and let's talk about our layering pieces. So I've got eggs. I've got a little bunny bum. And then we've got some cute little bunny feet. All of the pieces, not super teeny tiny, which is amazing. I love that. And then I even have a few little flowers that we're going to add. So plus I have some of those leafy greens, which I feel like we need to add into this. We're going to leave our tag here that we're going to tie to the basket. We're going to leave that for a minute. It's hibernation day in Minnesota. I love it. So what we're going to work on first is our eggs. And for our eggs, I do want to add a little shading to these. And I'm going to do this on the base layer first. And I tried to pick complementary just shades. So something dark for the background, something a little lighter for the layering piece on top. So I'm going to use a little carnation ink here, and I'm just going to kind of go in with my little detail blending brush. And again, my goal is not to change that base color. This base color is the Tutu Cardstock. And then on top of that is going to be the chiffon. And on the same side, I'm going to add the shading for the dark piece. I'm going to do that on the light. And I'm not going to re-ink my blending brush at all. Just going to kind of use whatever was left on there. And let's go ahead and glue that together. We're going to just kind of get our elements, and then we're going to build our basket. That's all we're doing today, is building some cute little baskets. A collector of memories. I love that. I love that too. I love that phrasing. That is awesome, Cheryl. Cheryl and Christy, whoever said that, I love that. Okay. My dog is being horrible. I really, really cannot believe how bad he's being today. It's never him. Well, not anymore. It was when he was a baby. I forgot a couple colors. It's like I've never done a live before. I do say this every time. Sometimes when I die cut everything days ahead of time, I forget how many colors I might actually need. Okay, let's start with a little bit. We're going to use some ocean for the teal. And this one's going to look awesome. This is the Teal Topaz Cardstock. Is my dark layer. And then this one is Waterfall. Is that right? Hold, please. That's going to drive me crazy if I can't think of the right name. Yeah, Waterfall. Love these two as well. And again, just trying to keep my shading on the same side for both. I don't want it to overwhelm the design. I just want it to kind of complement it, if that makes sense. Heidi. Yeah, right? They're so sweet with us, and then they act like, well, I call it crackhead, but that's probably not the correct term. Poor things. So there, we're going to just pop these together. And I was going to show something here. Before we go any further, let me clean up this before I ink that. I want to show... So there is some repetition in the egg designs. These 4 that are in the bunny one are also come in the basket, but you do get this little flower egg in the basket design. So if you wanted to, and they are all the same size. So if you wanted to, and you would rather have, oh, I do have a little flower. That's funny. I did want to. So, oh no, the flower is in here. I lied. The stripe that I just did is in the main basket, but it's not in this one. That's what I wanted to say. So you could do that. Now you also could add one of these layers in with this. If you wanted 2 layers of eggs, you could totally do that and then have your bunny. So just have fun with it. Make it yours. Yep, Donna says she loves Spellbinders Cardstock, one of her faves. Same. All right. I'm going to use a little bit darker yellow honey on this background. So let's talk about the yellow cardstocks. There is not a super light yellow cardstock in Spellbinders. So this one is Beeswax, which is normally my favorite. I wanted something a little more pastel. This is Sticky Note from Lawn Fawn. I think it's still available. I can't remember if that one has been retired or not. So, if you can find it somewhere, you might want to grab it. For some reason, I felt like it was being retired. I love it though, and I might be wrong. I lose track sometimes, but I really love the light color of that yellow. Oops. Finally have all the colors, Michelle said, of cardstock. So many possibilities for the eggs. Literally, I think they're going to work with so many of your cards. I really feel like they're versatile, and I love that they're not connected to anything. So while, yes, they are made to work with these basket components and all of the pop-up, you could totally use these in lots and lots of other ways on all your Easter and springtime cards. I caved and bought the Bon Appetito bundle, and I'm so excited. It's so cute. I still need to create with that one. It is adorable. And let's do a little orange. I'm going to do a little sherbet, but I'm going to be very, we'll try this on the back here. So this is Coral, is going to be our darker color of cardstock, and we're going to layer on Bellini. I didn't want to use, I wanted something kind of a peachy orange instead of a orange. And we're just going to go, just like I did before, a little bit on the lighter piece too. Now, something I want to mention about both the little flower egg and the little leaf egg, if you keep those little inside pieces, you could use those on other projects, or if you need something with little teeny tiny flowers and leaves, I think those would be adorable. Really, really cute size. Or even if you wanted to, like even today's card, we're going to have the little sentiment tag. If you wanted to put little flowers below a sentiment or something, I think that would be super, super sweet. Sticky Note is still available. Christy, thank you. I appreciate you checking for me. I did link it. It was popping up for me at several places, but I just wanted to make sure. The eggs would be cute with pattern paper. Yes, great point. So maybe you don't want to do the layering, or you want to do the layering and have a pattern pop through. Your favorite small print pattern papers, hello Doodlebug, would be adorable back here, back behind these. All right, so let's pull in our little basket. And let's kind of see what we think here. Oh, I totally forgot I was going to ink this before I layered it on here. Oh, you guys. Dang it. That's okay. I thought I was using... Yeah, let's use this. All right, so I noticed I forgot to do something. And what do I want to use to mask this off? Just a scrap piece of paper. I forgot that I wanted the green, which you could die cut the layers from green, but I didn't really want them from green. We're going to be careful, and I'm going to just kind of do this because I do want these areas to have some green on them. So I'm just putting a scrap piece of paper back here, like so. And we're going to do this. And I'm using a little bit of the Field Positively Saturated ink from Simon Says Stamp to add my little bits of green. Totally forgot my plan before I just started putting it together. Let's see. Make your own background with the leftover items, 100%. That's a great idea. We're just going to make sure we get all of our little sprigs of grass. We're going to layer on other elements, so I'm not too worried. I'm really sorry if you can hear my dog crying outside the door. He made bad choices, so he can't be in here. Okay, we're going to do this one as well. Just like this. On the next card, we're going to do this before we put it together. Oh yeah, for sure. You can do all kinds of things with those little tiny pieces. Have fun with it, for sure. What are we thinking? Let's do this side too. Just gonna keep shading. So mad at myself for forgetting to do this before I assembled the card. Oh well. Live and learn. It's gonna turn out fine. He is in timeout. He is in timeout. Tabitha, you're at a craft retreat. Oh, how fun. You know, our pets sometimes make bad choices. And he has made some bad ones, and he's just not stopping. And it is, you guys are all correct. He just wants my attention. He's pitiful, isn't he? Oh, you guys. Thanks for letting me fix my little blunder here. I even remember thinking when I was die cutting this, don't forget, I should have wrote myself a little sticky note. Don't assemble until you've inked this. Okay. I think that's going to be good. We're going to lay things out and double check. A second chance. Anne-Marie, the thing is he's tearing up things while I'm live, and I just cannot have him ruining my things. Oh, that's going to be cute. Okay, now, what isn't cute is we need to ink down here a little bit more. I fixed that back layer. Let's fix this layer. Can you guys hear my dog? I'm probably going to let him in because I can't listen to that. It's pitiful. I think he's sorry. I'm going to give him a chance, but if I get mad. We call him a stage 5 clinger. Frank will sometimes come in here with me. Sometimes he doesn't care. He'll lay out where he likes to on the couch. But they were both... Frank's looking at me like, why was he crying, Mom? Okay, so that's kind of how our eggs are going to go. Let's go ahead and glue those down. Going to just put a little glue. And I'm just going to start at this side, and we're going to start overlapping them. Donna loves how easy the eggs place, right? Pink and Main does an incredible job with these pop-ups. Things go together so easy. Yeah, Frank already lost interest and left. He just wondered why his brother was crying and being pitiful. Karen says Hattie never goes with her to the craft room. Well, I wish Odin didn't, but Odin won't let me out of his sight. Stage 5 clinger all the way. Bless his little heart. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute. Okay, let's work on our bunny. And for our sweet little bunny, we really only have his feet and his little bunny bum. For his tail, I did die cut some of the velvet cardstock, and I just realized I bet I didn't link this, so I will need to do that, and we'll add that on here in a little bit because we're not going to do any inking of any kind to that. We are going to take a little bit of flannel, Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated ink, and we're going to ink around the edges. Thanks, Amy. So I'm going to kind of go here. Let's start along the bottom edge. And I chose to have my bunny not be white either. I don't know what my deal was, but even on my bunny trio card for today, I cut them from Alabaster and added a little bit of fawn ink, I think, to them. I just don't feel like having little white bunnies. And I think this fog is a nice, happy medium because it's a really super light gray. Let's see. What did Heidi say? Are you putting all your eggs in one basket? I am today. Yes, I am. That's cute. Okay, and then the bunny feet are great because they layer. So this is going to be the pink part. We're going to leave that off for a minute. And we're going to do the same thing here on the feet where we're going to add just a little shading, maybe not to the whole thing. Kind of, I think I'll just go kind of on the outside of the foot a little bit with my flannel color ink. Just like so. I have the back door open so he'll go outside, but only because he knows he can come in with me whenever he's a Velcro dog too. Yes. I mean, Frank wouldn't, like when I go downstairs, Frank also has to go. He does want to be on the same floor, but I know why he likes laying where he does. Because he can see downstairs, he can see the front door, and I can't get by him without escaping. Escaping. I love the bunny bum. Isn't it so cute? Yes, so cute. Okay, so we're just going to layer the little feet. Like that. It's been, oh gosh, 1 or 2 years ago, Spellbinders had a similar design. And it was for one of their clubs. And it was one of my favorites. Does anyone have that set still? I do still have it. I don't think it's still available. but it was one of my all-time favorites. So this is kind of similar to that. It wasn't a pop-up though. Okay. Let's make sure this is gonna stay put. So then we're just going to lay it in here, right over that piece. And Donna says we're thinking the same thing. You had to pull out the Spellbinders one to work on. I love it. Yay. So I thought several of you probably had that one or remembered seeing it. Yes, Michelle has a great point. If you want a fluffy tail, you could use a little cotton for sure. So here is the little bunny tail. Got a little bit of glue. I'm just going to clean that up. Now, I didn't do this, but wouldn't it be cute to put like a little pastel heart on his bunny bum? That would be kind of funny. So if you put his little feet on the front of the basket, see how cute that is? It looks like he fell over into the basket. Maybe he's searching for some carrots. Who knows? Larissa has it and loves it too. Oh, I'm so glad so many of you guys remember it. February 2024. Okay, thanks, Donna. I couldn't remember. I knew it was probably early in the year, and I knew it wasn't last year. Awesome. Oh, Michelle loves that too. She said her nieces and nephews love cards made with it. Yes, it's so cute. So there, we're just going to put his little feet like so. How cute. See? And it folds flat. Folds flat. And that is the base of our basket. Now, I can't leave it like this. I mean, would we even be in one of my lives if I could? So what I thought today is that I wanted to add some additional greenery. And I did die cut from this Peridot color. I think I saved it to do that on the other one. But remember, whatever we do want to make sure. I may have to cut some additional. Let's see what we got going on in this basket. Did I lose some of my stuff? No, I think I just need to cut another one. I think what I want to do is use these little leaves and also, okay, maybe I won't use those again. Maybe we'll go to some of these that I used for the bunny trio. I want a couple of these like little individual leaves. Oh, these from the ladybug. So there's no little individual leaves for the flowers, but we're just going to steal from another set. One of my best tips is shop your stash. Shop your stash. See what you can combine. See what will work together. But I think the size and scale of these little leaves, and obviously Ladybug set doesn't have flowers. It just has some nice greenery. But we can take some of these because I wanted to tuck a few little flowers in here, but I think I'd like to have a couple of little leaves. So what we're going to do before we start finishing all of this is I'm going to take a little Peridot cardstock and we're going to cut these. And this is just kind of changing my mind. We could leave it as is, or we could go Nichol. That's right. It's very cute as is. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But I also love all of the extra little details. The extra details, to me, are what brings these projects to life. Does this flatten for mailing? Cheryl, it does. I showed at the beginning, and I'm going to show you now because it's going to be important as we add anything extra to it. It folds flat. It fits in our A2 envelope. Just like so. and you can mail this off so easy. Isn't that cute? And then when the recipient takes it out, you can just pop it up and you can display it. The back is a perfect spot for a sentiment if you wanted to. I think it would be great to cut another one of these front basket pieces. You could layer it on the back. You could cut it out of the same color cardstock, and that could be where you handwrite your sentiment to, or handwrite your greeting to the recipient. Embellish, 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 Christy said, yes. June, it probably would. It would be something you'd have to try. She wants to know if the little bum would work on a wobbler. Okay, I'm going to grab some of this field ink. So Peridot is not my favorite color of green cardstock, but I did try my favorites, and I did not like them with my spring card. However, with spring pastels, Peridot is amazing if you add a little color to it. So this is Peridot cardstock as well, all of it. And I added a little bit of this field color green to it, and to me, this is the perfect springy green. So it really depends on the season and the card you're making. Different colors work for different times, I guess is what I want to say. So while I love different greens at different times of the year, for spring, what I normally go to was not doing it for me. So we're going to add a little bit here. Joanne has that set too. Are you talking about the Spellbinders one? It was so cute. We're just going to add some nice shading. Okay, let me know. Are you crafting? Are you popping in from work? Shh, we won't tell. Are you stitching? Cleaning? Tell everybody what you got going on. We love to hear. There we go. Hello. 13 baskets, Joanne said. She made 13 baskets. I love that. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit on these little tiny leaves as well. So I think, obviously I've been talking and everything, but this set, if you were just putting it together, it goes together very easily and really very quickly. And you gotta love that. Crafting, working, but thinking about all the cards I want, or crafts I want to do, Karen says. Crafting along, making a birthday card for mom. Cora, I love that. Stitching the hearts from, that sounds so fun. Even though I have Spellbinders one, I did say I don't have this one yet. I can't resist. The Pretty Pink Posh Ladybug stamps, dies, and stencils to make Valentine's. Oh, should be cleaning, Monica said. Girl, you and me both. Let's see. Cleaning the kitchen. Yuck. Amy said, I have to do that after the live. I did not get it done this morning. So I actually have to go run some errands and stuff after the live. And then for anyone who is in my Patreon tier that is stitching and card making, we're just doing a fun little informal Ask Me Anything this evening. So if you're in that, come hang out, ask me questions. I worked on some of that this morning, the questions people already left for me, so I would be prepared. But you don't have to do it ahead of time. Let's see. Just watching, Phyllis said. Phyllis, that sounds amazing. Sometimes, isn't it nice to just sit and enjoy? Okay. Okay, the flowers. There are centers for all of the flowers, you know, little kind of wonky circles. They're really, really cute. However, extra Nichol is going to use like gems and pearls and that kind of thing. Working, wishing my day was over to start the weekend. Making a packing list while watching, Valerie said. That's always important. Let's get all of our cute little pink flowers here. Wanting to craft but working, Teresa said. I feel like I might want to use the darker pink for this one. Let's use this light on our little light chiffon flower. And let's try a little peony here. I think that'll show up a little bit better on this Tutu cardstock. There we go. Any fun plans or anything exciting happening this weekend? All right, we have our pieces. Let's pull this cutely right in and let's see what we want to do. So this is where I really want to, I'm going to use my grid because I definitely don't want, when my card is folded flat, I don't want this out here because obviously the 5.5 is right, it fits right within there. So I want to make sure when I am positioning anything extra that it's going to fit within kind of this real estate area. Let's see. Working but looking forward to a long weekend to craft and sew. Oh, Nancy, that sounds amazing. So I'm going to start with this one. And I think we're going to put our glue on the front, just on that little stem there. I like to use the grids here on my craft mat just as a nice little guide for my extra greenery. There we go. And then I'm going to build a little flower. Because I want an Easter basket full of all of the little goodies. I just kitted up my first cross-stitch project while watching. It's Stacy Nash's Liberty Sewing Pouch. Oh my goodness, Tamara, that is amazing. I love that so much. Kathleen is going to a winery called Good Vibes with her niece and sister-in-law. That sounds very fun, Kathleen. Have a wonderful time. Cleaning and organizing my craft room while I'm in the mood, Judy said. Girl, right there with you this January. Been doing a little bit of that every day. Staying home, Rochelle said. I have a sick doggy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, the Concord and 9th Winter Retreat this weekend. That's right. Oh, you're going to have such a good time. That's amazing. Okay, we're just going to pop. How do I want to do this? This is the tricky part then. How do I want to layer everything? I kind of want it like this. There we go. And then I'm just going to use my tweezers to kind of pinch and hold that while the glue dries. Started reorganizing my craft room, so I will do more and I'll be making some cards. Lovely. We're going to do this greenery over here on this side. Kind of the same thing. I don't really want to cover up my eggs. So most of this is getting attached right behind this front layer, if that makes sense. I'll show it. So I'm going to hold it up. I'm attaching back kind of behind the grass that's in the basket. And then we're just filling in with flowers. That way it's all kind of lower and we're not going to take away from the pretty Easter eggs there in the background. If you still have the cross stitch of the quilted farm girl, you can do the girl and turn her into a stuffy. Oh, that would be adorable. It's a cute idea. That's a really cute idea. Okay, so now I need to figure out the rest of my flowers. We're going to do this little guy. Like that. And we're going to do this. We're going to do the rest of them, I think, over here. I like them a little offset. Decluttering to make room for Spellbinders Club items. Exciting. I love the club so much. I think we're going to do this one kind of right there and have the leaves coming out. So this one's going to kind of go on the front, and we're going to tuck these in before that glue dries. Go fast, Nicole, go fast. There we go. Whoops. I want to add this one too. Like, they're just a little bit different size. So one is a little bit bigger than the other. Let me just use my tweezers to pinch this a little bit and hold that. Let me get another pair, because over here I think I'm going to add at least one leaf, maybe two. We'll see. We don't have to use them all. We have one more card to make. Today's one of those lives where we have multiple things. We haven't done that in a little bit. I think that one is all we need. I'm going to stick this one in my box so I don't lose it. Oh, look at the little flowers. I love the flowers and what they add to the card. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I've got a couple of, oh, I thought I had those gems out. Well, I've got some pearls, and we're going to do that first. Going to add a little ivory pearl. Maybe I'll just add pearls to all of these, actually. I think I will. I'm going to put a little glue. And where's all the little ones at? Of course. I made it, but a little late. You're fine. We're making lots of things today, so no worries. We're going to make another whole card here. They're so much fun. I think I like the pearls rather than the gems on this one. They just say spring to me for some reason. What do you guys think? These are the ivory pearls from Pretty Pink Posh. Any of the colors would be cute though. Oh gosh. Oh, I just knocked. Nope, there it is. Whoosh. Let's do that one. And then we're going to do a medium on this one. Let me clean up these real quick. I should have got a tray out, but I didn't, so there's that. And I didn't clean it up very neat either. Fully organizing the ribbon spools. I have, oh, perfect. That's awesome. Koi, I love that. Okay, I have a little bit of ink here. I don't want to get it on anything. And there is our card. Now, I do want to add a tag, but I think we're going to do all of those together. Because I'm kind of thinking for my card today, I'm going to, well, no, let's just do it now. Why not? So what we're going to do is I've got a little tag out of Alabaster. And let's just pop this right here. Let's do it like this. And I was going to just do spring greetings. But because my stamp is not, it's too long for this, but I do want to do it on a tag. We can mask it, but I am going to cut mine apart. Did you mention you get your trim from someone on Etsy, or was it Amazon? Amazon, if you're talking about the trims from my floss tube video. Now you can mask it, but I decided not to. I'm just cutting mine apart to make it work on here, and I'm just going to use spring greetings. And I hope I like this. Okay. I'm feeling like my fingers are not participating the way I'd like them to. My stamps are sticking to everything except where I want them to stay. All right, I want this, I think, in black. A lot of times I like a color ink, but I think we're going to do this in black today. Now, if you put a separate piece, oh, I do like that, on the back of your basket. So remember I was talking if you wanted to take the solid piece that layers for the front, you could layer on the back here. You could stamp your greeting back here and just kind of eliminate that altogether. But I thought it would be cute to tie our little spring greetings to the top of our basket here today. So what we're going to do, I forgot my ribbon. Goodness sakes. Completely forgot to pick out ribbon. I'm so sorry. I think we're going to do this little thin pink ribbon. Yes, that's cute. We're going to try this. If it doesn't work, we can adjust it later. Let me cut a bit of that off. A tag on the basket will look cute. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Retro RX. Teaching a card class at the library. Oh, how fun, Ashley. So I'm going to tie it on here first, and then we're going to just tie it into a little bow. There we go. This is kind of the fiddly part of this, but I do love... Let me try that again. I mess with ribbon way too much. Anyone else? Especially if it's something that I really can't use the bow tool on. I probably could if I thought about this long enough and fiddled with it, but this isn't really a bow heavy project, if that makes sense. I just wanted a cute little bow to tie it in place. Oops. I need some different scissors for my ribbon. Love the extras. I'm so glad. All right. So, kind of want it to go more like this. I don't know. I don't really know that I love it, but mostly because it covers up my eggs, but it can kind of hang on there in the back, I suppose. I think what we'll do, and I'm going to wait till I get my other card done, I'm going to stamp something for the back of the cards because I really kind of like them. Just the cute little basket. Although I don't mind it, now that I don't mind it quite so much. So cute. Okay, let's talk about the other one. So if anybody joined a little bit late and you want to see how the basket goes together, I am going to show that again. And I did decide to do the same basket. This time, however, the inserts for our basket, and I did do them out of green this time, so maybe I thought this through better. Who knows? This time, it's going to be this bunny. So it's going to look a little something like this. Now, this is super cute, but you'll notice in my little box of die cuts, I've got some eggs. So from the basic basket set, I did pull out some of the egg designs because just like we did with this card where we pulled in a few additional florals, we're going to build it basically like the package, but then we're going to fill in with a few additional eggs because I do think that it just kind of rounds it out and it allows you to mix and match the supplies really nicely. So this time we're going to learn from our I say our like anyone else was doing it. I'm going to learn from my mistake. We're going to ink our layers before we build our basket really quick. And I'm going to take a little bit of my field ink and we're just going to go in here on our greenery, which I did die cut from Peridot, and we're going to add a little shading. Doesn't have to be super in-depth or anything like that because this time it actually is out of green, but I don't want it to be just this plain Peridot color. I want it to have a little bit of fun shading to it, just like so. So I've got my little detail blending brush, and we're just going to make sure that we have some nice shading on anything that's going to show greenery. Same thing on the front layer where the bunny is going to get layered on. Just kind of over these little blades of grass, I'm going to add some nice field color right over that Peridot. And you don't really have to pull it down too far. And I'm just going to try to have a somewhat soft transition to the base color. Thank you so much, Michelle. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. So cute. These products are so much fun to play with. Okay. So we've got that. Let's put this together. So as I was mentioning, if you missed how to put the other one together, my best tip for anything like this that pops up where you need your layers to match on both sides is you want to attach them to one side and then you do a little trick where you fold the other side. So I'm just going to reinforce my score lines on the base of my basket first. I don't think I did that with the first one, but generally I like to kind of train the cardstock with my bone folder to know what we want it to do. So we're just going to do that. We're also going to fold the tabs on both of our layers, just like so. And we're going to do this one. So this is the same base basket, it just is different inserts. And as a reminder, this is what the base basket looks like, and you get all the pieces to make it just like this. And then the insert layers, this is the card we just finished. And then there is also this one with the bunny face peeking up and all of the flowers. So lots of different options with these. We're going to take our double-sided adhesive and I'm just going to put it on all of my tabs to get started. We're not going to pull the backing off of anything yet. We're just going to kind of get it all prepped. Beth, it wasn't an actual video yesterday, and it should be in the dashboard. I was only doing a test. The actual live is this evening. And I'm going to use the double-sided tape adhesive. I don't use it a ton, but when I am doing anything interactive like this, I do find it much easier. You don't have to wait for dry time for liquid glue, and sometimes I don't feel like the tape runner stays stuck really great. All right, we're going to start with the back layer first. And I'm going to just peel off these little backing pieces. And on one of these sides, we're just going to fold this right side out. I'm going to take this and line it up with that side panel. Just like that. And then I'm going to fold it down. I'm going to use my magnet as my extra set of hands. Then we're going to take the front layer and we're going to put that in front because the handle part is the back of the basket. And anywhere, you can put it anywhere on here. I'm going to put it, you know, a little bit above the last one, closer to the front. We're going to line up that tab. And then we're going to fold this one down as well. And I'm just going to put that right there. Then I'm going to fold this front tab. For the front of the basket, the solid piece is our basket front. That is fine. I'm just starting a whole new card. You, Chris, you are not late at all. You can hang out. I'm making 2 today, so it's kind of an extra long live today. Okay, so I'm going to peel off the backing, and we're going to pop our front panel on. And I'm going to make sure that it's lining up down here along the bottom edge. We're just going to press that in place. Now, to line up the other side, all we're going to do is we're going to start, let me make sure all of these are lined up. I want them all flush with what is the bottom of the card. We're going to just peel off our backing paper from the inside tabs, like so. And we're going to fold this towards it. And I'm not going to worry about the front yet. We'll fix that here in a minute. I'm going to make sure those are where they're supposed to go. Then we're going to peel off the backing paper from the other side. And I'm just going to fold that over and catch the other side of the basket. Haha, Christy, you're so funny. And then, just like that, look at that. Look at our cute little basket, you guys. And this one too fits in your standard A2 envelope. Obviously, we want to add all the cute layering pieces, but look at that. It fits perfectly. So clever, so cute. So now comes the fun part of all of the layers and the decorating. So I'm going to quickly, because a lot of this is going to be just kind of a repeat. Hi, Holly. I'm so glad you're here. It should be in the feed, Beth. I did post it there yesterday. So if you go in, either on the app or on your computer, it should show you it there in the feed. Like there should be a whole list of posts, and it should be the most recent one. if you are in a tier that gets that. I will say that. That live is just for a certain tier, the one tonight. Tomorrow is we're making some fun cards, and that's for the tiers that get a live every month. Yesterday was just a test. I was trying out some new stuff. You know how technology is. It's super delightful. Just seeing. I was just seeing. It didn't work. Christy, a fairy and Aveler. Oh my gosh, Christy. I do my best, I guess. They're just so much fun. I think Pink and Main does great pop-ups. Like the kind that makes sense to me that I don't feel like I need a PhD to put together. Oh, that's silly. I like pop-ups. I love looking at them, but sometimes when I try to put them together myself, they're not my favorite. Or not pop-ups, interactive, sorry. I misspoke. I love pop-ups. Okay, and then we're just finishing off the top front of the basket. And I'm going to let that, just like I did with the first card, we're just going to let that kind of sit for a minute. So this one too has lots of fun elements, and we're going to talk about the bunny mostly since that's the biggest difference between our two sets today. And there are little cute paws. So instead of the little back feet this time and the little bunny bum, this time the bunny's peeking over the basket. So what we're going to do is there's 4 layering pieces here. So I'm going to show all of them. We have our background piece, and then I'm going to put the bunny piece on top of that, and instantly the face, the eye details, and nose and mouth come to life. Then we can line up the layering piece that's going to go back behind the ears, so you don't actually have to layer anything on. And you're going to be layering on the chiffon color, so that's going to show us our cute little pink cheeks and the pink of the inside of the ears, and then the cute little face like so. So it's a 4-piece process, but it's super easy. And I think it gives a really nice detail and weight to the bunny. Yes, Christy, thank you. I was hoping it wasn't just me. Donna says, I always overthink, so I like that they have placement for the eggs and bunny. Same. It really makes it easy. Okay, so we're going to actually start with the top layering piece because that is mostly what we're going to see. And just like I did before with the little bunny bum, I'm going to take a little flannel color and add the tiniest bit of shading around the edges. Definitely not going over the top at all. And here, when I'm done with my live, if there's any questions, I will kind of save them. You can ask now, but in case I miss them, just know if you hang on, I will definitely stick around and answer some questions when we're all done. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to clean the tip of my glue first. We are going to take the back light gray layer, which is the fog color cardstock, and we're going to layer it over the black piece. And this is what gives our bunny, do you see the little eyelashes? Maybe it's better if I lay it down here. So I love that. Then we're going to take our front light gray piece, and we're going to layer that over the chiffon colored cardstock, and that's going to give us the nice light color in the ears and the cheeks. Is your cardstock a higher count for better structure for the basket? I'm using Spellbinder's cardstock. I believe it's 100 weight. It's 90 or 100. So that's what I'm using for the base of my cardstock. I typically use Spellbinder's Simon Says Stamp Lawn Fawn cardstock. Concord and Ninth. So it's all pretty nice weight. I don't know the exact weights, and sometimes there are differences. So then we're going to take the face and we're layering it over, and you just want to make sure you line it up so that you still see all the eyes and things. But it also serves the second purpose, not only for not having to inlay, but it gives you dimension without having to actually like have a lot of foam or anything, which I think is super sweet. Now, before we take it to our card, I do want to add some little white highlights to our eyes. Just like so, because I think that adds a lot. I'd like to add some little bunny whiskers. I wonder if I should do it in black. I'm going to do it in white. I don't really want it to be overpowering. Hi, Libby! I'm still live. We're doing 2 cards today. All right, so after we have our little bunny, it's going to go right here over that layer. So again, there's the placement for everything. Makes it super easy to know where to line everything up. So I'm just going to go right in, make sure, and look at that. Look at our little bunny. How adorable is that? That glue, though, not that adorable. There we go. I love, love, love it. Now, if you have flat die cuts, a basket, or you just want to make it look like your bunny is popping up out of the grass or whatever, it would be cute just like that as well. Love Marathon Nichol lives. Well, thanks, Livy. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of that gray again, and it's just the lightest bit. I just don't want my bunny super flat. Oops. And the paws are also a 2-step layering process, which is so easy. We're just going to layer the little front paws right over the black one, like so. I'm happy you're still live. I had to run an errand for your grandson, and now you're back. Well, perfect. Mitzi, you picked the right day for that, because still live. And we're just going to put together. And so then when we put the little paws here, how cute is that? Okay, there isn't a carrot, and I don't think there's a die cut carrot in Pink and Maine. Libby, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I did think, if you guys have a die cut, I didn't look through mine to find any. Wouldn't it be cute to put the little paws here on the front like this, and then to have the bunny holding a carrot? I think that would be super cute. I thought of that when I was die cutting the pieces, and I thought I should maybe go try to find some just to give some examples, but I forgot. But I do think that a little carrot would have been... Yes, Christy says she needs a carrot. I think I need to make this for my granddaughter to decorate her place for Easter. Oh, Tanya, I think that would be lovely. Absolutely lovely. There's a carrot in the Spellbinders one, Donna said. Yes. I'm sure you guys can find something that would work and would be adorable. But I just thought it would be so cute if the bunny looked like it was holding a carrot. Libby, we had another good idea earlier too that maybe we need to share with Michelle. Someone suggested a basket of hearts, like using this basket as the base and then having hearts. So maybe for next year or something, I think that could be a really fun add-on for like Valentine's Day. Look how cute. You guys, look at that little bunny face. Isn't she darling? All right. So let's grab all of my stuff just like before. I like all of the extras because I am a little extra myself. At least in this department. Okay, probably all departments. Christy, you be quiet. I'm just teasing. All right, so remember the eggs, I just felt like this little floral basket was going to need some eggs. So I'm going to move those over here because we did the eggs in our first card. For everybody who wasn't here, looky here. It's going to be kind of similar to this, but this time we have the beautiful flower garden back behind there. And I do have some of these leafy little, it's leafy set. For some reason, I couldn't remember the name of it. That we're going to add extra if, oh no, I know what I was going to do with these. I was actually going to layer these down here. You'll want to snip off anything off the extra because I thought we would put a couple of little eggs. I remember now. It took me a minute to remember what my plan was. So we're going to have a couple of eggs outside of the basket on this one. But let's build our flower garden first. Yay! I'm so glad, Glenda. I need those eggs, Monica said. Aren't they the cutest? I love everything about all of this. All of it. Give me all of it. And if you haven't seen already, look at the eggs from the bunny trio. Aren't those cute? Such good detail. So there's a solid one, but then the two pattern ones, I just love them. And those two could be used on their own. Really, really versatile. We love versatile pieces. Relaxing and watching, Shirley said. Let's see, Donna says, I always say I love how companies have stamps dies that can coordinate with each other. Yes. Agreed. So I'm going to just kind of speedy, quick ink up my flowers because it's very similar to my last card. So we can start putting those together. That bunny trio is adorable, Laura said. Isn't it so stinking cute? I couldn't pick, so I felt like I needed to do cards with all of it. Thank you so much, Pink and Maine. Because I just thought they were all the cutest. Give me all of the cute bunnies. I'm here for all of them. And we're even pulling in some pretty little lavender flowers. I didn't really use, oh, I have no ink on that. I tried to get by without getting a purple ink pad out, but apparently I haven't used that in a while. Okay, we're going to use a little orchid, ink up the edges. I just think that the little tiny bit of shading on our colored cardstock adds a nice little bit of interest. That looks good. And thanks, Rochelle. Monica has all the little eggs. I have a question. If I wanted to start paper crafting beginner, what do you recommend I should get first? Okay, I have to think about that for a little bit because you want a die cut machine and a paper trimmer. Are you talking tools or product? I think that's where I should start first. Tools or product. And then I always like to have the chat chime in with what they think because I do find that helpful. I had somebody else ask me and I definitely like to hear what you guys think for a beginner paper crafter. What are your must-haves? Glue. Yes, a good glue. A good adhesive, period. All right, so I'm just going to kind of fold this down out of the way. And I'm actually going to put the glue directly onto my flower here. And then I'm going to spin her around until it lines up. I think that looks pretty good. Nope, I was incorrect. Incorrect. There we go. Just like that. Oops. Oh my gosh, Nicole. Oh, the glue hasn't dried. I thought that went like this. Nope. There we go. I'm still off. There we go. All right. So excited. Oh, hello, Susan. It's nice to see you. Misty or a stamp wheel? 100%. And I'm going to use the Misty here in a minute if you didn't see me use it earlier. It helps with your aggravation for sure in getting a good stamped image. So you're going to want that. Let me put my little flower down. We're just going to add all of our little flowers first. Some scissors are, yes. Larissa has a good question. Are you more into stamping or die cutting? Because that will make a difference, what we recommend. I love seeing this little basket come to life back behind here. Look at the cute little flowers. Look at our garden come to life. Oh, Libby, I was just going to ask that when you got here. Okay, the truck is narrower, so she had to do a little trimming. So you can make it work. I didn't try it, and I almost did, but I decided I probably had enough going on, and since I've been live for almost 2 hours, my assumption is yes, I had plenty to do today, so I'm glad that you tested that for us. Reverse tweezers are always a good thing for sure. And I think layering these flowers on is easy as well. I really do. I think I have an extra flower. I'm going to do what I want. Is that going to surprise anyone? That I'm just going to add them in here even if it doesn't really go. Oh, whoopsies. Sometimes things go flying when you're having a fast and furious good crafting time. Look at that. Okay, now comes again the fun part of where you can embellish your little flower centers. And this time, it's not like my tray was super far away. Oh, good. Valerie says, thanks, Libby. She has the truck and was wondering if it would work. I think we need more add-ons for the truck, too. If we're throwing out suggestions. All right, so I'm going to add a little glue, and then we're going to add our pretty little pearls here. I really like the pearls today. A lot of times I do use, gems, but I think it's just kind of a personal preference. For some reason, these pearls with a springy time card really speak to me. I'm going to have to dig in here and get my little tiny ones, of course. Okay, Libby says that she trimmed down the bunny inserts a little and attached them to the truck inserts. Okay, good to know. I have not had a chance to go look at it yet, so I cannot wait to go look at it when I'm done here, Libby. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of push my card the opposite way to get it out of the way so I can add my little pearl over here. Oh, maybe let's dig in here for one. I don't want that one. I really should just dig all of the giant ones out. Every once in a while I use those giant ones, but it's not very often. Usually like the medium and the teeny tiny ones. There we go. So look at our cute little flower garden. Oh, so cute. Yep, Valerie says more truck add-ons, please. Oh, you haven't posted them yet. You're posting them tomorrow on Instagram. Libby says perfect. Thanks, Libby. Okay. Now, what we're going to do with our little bit of greenery. So last time I added some of the leafy little stems here in and added flowers. This time we're going to put the leafy stems down along the bottom edge. And we're going to tuck in some eggs. I'm going to do some eggs in the basket as well. But I really wanted to just change this up a little bit just to show. And as we're talking, and obviously this is a pop-up card, but if you wanted, you could easily trim away the side panel pieces and you could make this a flat standard A2 card very easily. You could just adjust these pieces if you're wanting to do something a little bit more traditional A2 card and a little quote-unquote flatter. That would be a very easy thing to do too. And remember, I like this limey green for spring cards, but I don't like the limey green without a little touch of our field green ink so that just the tips of our leaves have that really pretty limey color to them. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you're liking these today. I just thought they were so, so fun. I'll just put this one here while we're working too so you can see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to fashion these, and I always like to think it through. So we talked about that a lot with the first card. Whatever we do, we want to keep it so that it's going to still fit in our envelope, which I'll show here in a minute. So what I'm going to do is just kind of lay these out first. And we're going to have to trim a little bit of it off, but that's fine. And let's go ahead and get our Easter eggs, because we want to be able to tuck those in before I do too much securing. And I did use the layering pieces for all of these again. So just adding a tiny touch of pink. Oh, thanks, Libby. I do love it. I love building scenes, whether we're building scenes with stamps or die cuts. So there is that one. Let's do the yellow one too. We'll just see what ink we got left on here. Maybe we won't even have to get our ink pad out. Gotta love that. And the designs on these eggs are so stinking cute. All right, so I want to show kind of my thought for this. A couple of those eggs we are going to stick in the basket, and you could even cut more if you want to add more in there. But what I thought was if we kind of tuck them, like put one in there, kind of like this, kind of like that. In fact, that's really good. I'm just going to pick it up. And we're going to try to glue these together so I can just pop it all on there. Kind of like that. Oh, thanks, Larissa. Thank you so much, Jet Stitch Girl. Aren't these dies the cutest? And you could totally do this on the other basket as well if you kind of like the idea of these little eggs out here. So we're just going to, I'm just putting something heavy on that for a minute. Actually, let's put it there. I'm going to add a little bit of glue in a couple areas before we trim that down. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these eggs and get those tucked into the basket so we can finish up. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me this Friday. Hope you had fun. I've had fun. It's always fun when we get to play with cute product. Oh, my ink pad is making a giant mess. What do you think's happening there? Get a little orange. Need a little, my sherbet ink. Dyes are addicting. Where do I stop? Look, you've come to the wrong place, Monica. This is not the right group for how to stop. I think we're the group that will tell you to get more. If Christy and Tabitha are here, they're going to agree with me, right, ladies? And everyone else. I know that we're all the same. We're like, oh, but we need that. But we need that too. My favorite part of Friday. Oh, thank you so much. Christy, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so these are going to be cute tucked into the basket. Okay, so I like odd numbers. I don't know why I didn't cut 5 of these and I only have 4. I'm definitely, when we're done, going to add another one before I photograph these for the gram. Because we need a 3rd egg, I think, in the basket so that we have that nice little odd number. The Glassboard Studio magnets, yes, Susie, they come in handy in so many ways that I never expected. I use them to hold things down all the time. I used to have to go grab my old, acrylic mounts. I don't even use those anymore. Hardly ever. I almost always use my Glassboard Studio magnets. So we're going to just tuck in our eggs, and I'm kind of tucking them in back behind. Do a little glue on this one. Like, I think I'll do like a lavender. We'll make Libby happy. We'll make a purple egg to add in on that other side. So I'm just going to put those 2 right there. We're just a bunch of enablers. Michelle, you are 100%. No stopping, Cheryl said. I just love the details. Thank you, guys. Donna goes, sometimes I think I don't know what too much is. Donna, you and me both, friend. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so on the first card, I did add my little stamped greeting. I probably will do that. I did die cut one for the second card. But what I really wanted to show after the glue, I hope, is dry, I want to show how this fits in. We're just going to cut off the bottom. I don't need to cut it off the side. We're going to show how this fits in our standard envelope. So here is our darling little Easter bunny and flower card. See, it needs one more egg right here. A little purple one, I think. Folds flat. So here it is. When it's popped up, it folds flat just like so. And you definitely want to fold it. You don't want to fold it this way because see how the leaves stick out? I'm folding it this way so that it's still in this kind of real estate. And then you can easily put this in your standard A2 envelope, just like that. How awesome is that, you guys? Isn't that so much fun? So here are both of our cute little baskets. Both do the same. They fold flat. And what I'm going to do for both of the backs, I'm going to need to die cut them. I am going to die cut an additional piece for both of these. From our Easter basket pop-up set. So it's this piece here that we actually use for the solid front, But I'm going to do that for the back because I think it's going to give a great, and I'm going to cut it, stamp it, and then glue it to the back of here. And I'm just going to add a little extra stamped greeting and then leave space so you can handwrite your greeting to the recipient. So there are our adorable Easter basket pop-ups today. Okay, you guys, did I miss anybody's questions while I was fast and furiously creating? Let me know. I definitely want to hang out here for a minute in case I missed anything. Monica says, cute, now just add my address. That's so hilarious. And look how cute they look set up just as little decoration as well. Aren't they adorable? Love it. Wash hands, right? All right. My hubby would say I have too much, but you should see his shop full of tools. You know what? We all have our own thing. We all just need different tools to do it. 100%. Thank you, guys. Fast and furious fun. I don't know how fast it was. That was 2 hours of fast and furious fun. But we made 2 cards, so that isn't bad. I need a bigger room, Monica said. Oh, Kathleen, thank you. Okay. I love these decisions. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Just want to remind you guys a couple of things. Next Thursday, I will be live on the Spellbinders YouTube channel with Yana and Kim and Josie for the Club Along. We're going to be featuring December 2025. That's what I'm going to be creating with. Yana will be showcasing January clubs. They'll talk about both of them. I'm sure, you know, they'll give you all the good details. There's always fun with those club alongs, so definitely join me for that. And I will be live here next Friday as well for even more fun. 2 hours, but so much fun and laughter, Michelle said. I'm glad, Michelle. Once I got Odin to stop digging around in my room and messing with things, it was good. Okay, friends, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Everyone watching the replay, thank you so much. If you have any questions, please be sure to drop those in the comments section. And I will see you guys here next week. Bye, everybody.